Look what time it is. Oh, it looks like it's time for another Resident Evil game. This time we're doing Resident Evil 6. And yes, we're doing it on the Switch. There's only realistically mainly one reason why I'm doing it on Switch. Well, a couple reasons. So, give a bit of context here as to why I'm playing it or whatever. You know, the usual. I don't have to watch this. I was going to say, I don't think so. Anyway, Resident Evil 6, and I think probably 5 as well, maybe even 4, on Switch is like $10 currently. I already do own RE6. I've had it for like a long time. But, well, I've actually owned the PS3 one for a long time. But I was recently playing the PS4 version with my brother. Yeah, I don't think we can skip these. I didn't know that. Oh, that kind of sucks. Anyway, so I've been playing, like, you know, just offline co-op with my brother. Split screen. You know, we're not recording it or nothing like that. So don't get too excited. We're not recording it yet. Might not. Who knows? Maybe one day. Who knows? But yeah, we've been playing it, so I have a save file for that playthrough, and I don't want to mess it up, just in case. I'm not sure if things would get messed up if I did play with it and went back and started a new game all over. I'm not really sure, so I don't want to take that risk. And while playing it, I started to have more fun with the game. And then, because, like, I mean, when I first played RE6, I was kind of like, you know? I think a lot of people were just kind of the same way. I never really hated it. I always used to joke, you know, like, oh, it's the worst one, it's the worst one. There might have been a time period where I probably felt the same way as everyone else, because, you know, back in the day, I used to take YouTuber opinions to heart. So I wouldn't be surprised if around that time I probably thought the same thing. But I have actually played RE6 a couple of times. To be fair, I've only ever beaten the Leon campaign a couple of times. I've never really beaten Chris or Jake, or even Ada. I haven't done those. I typically go back and just play Leon instead, which is probably most likely what I'll probably end up doing for this playthrough. So don't get too excited now. And then after playing it co-op, you know, it felt like it was a lot better. Like, I've played it co-op before, but that was with my friend, and we were playing the Chris campaign for a little bit, and I wasn't really having a good time. And I've always said, well, I usually say that the Leon campaign is pretty good. So, and I do still stand by that. It's good enough. There's some things I don't like, but for the most part, it's still a pretty okay game. And yeah, then I started playing the Mercenaries, and actually having a blast playing it. Because the first time I played Mercenaries for RE6, I didn't really care for it. I was like, okay, I don't really care for this, so I'm just going to move on, play something else. Go back to playing some RE5 Mercenaries or something else. RE8, whatever, you know. But after playing it again, I was going the completely wrong way. I wasn't paying attention. After playing it, you know, Mercenaries again, I was having a ton of fun. You know, I was like, oh my god, I actually really am having like just a lot of fun with this game. So, yeah, here we are. That's pretty much just that in a nutshell. Yeah, I know. Typically I don't buy multiple copies of a game unless I like it. And RE5, 4, and, well, now 6. Well, the reason why I bought the PS4 one back in the day was to make it easier just to play it. Because by the time that, I don't know, like, you know, I bought the PS3 one back in the day and didn't really play it much. But then, like, the PS4 version came out, and I just said, screw it, whatever, let's get that one. It's like $5 or whatever. So I'll just get that for convenience so we can, even though we can play it on PS3 split screen, but at the time PS4 was, you know, well, the modern console to play on. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up buying it on Steam as well at some point. I wouldn't be surprised. And usually whenever I buy these types of games, I usually buy them when they're like on a hell of a sale. So it's not like I'm buying two $70 games twice in one row. No, I wait for a while. I enjoy my game for a good while, and then it's like, oh, it's $10 or $5. Fudge it. Why the hell not? Actually, funny story. I do own a copy. Well, I own the case, believe it or not, for the Switch trilogy. However, it's been completely mutilated into a corpse of itself, where I don't even own the trilogy game. It's just RE4 on Switch. But things were cut out of it. Like they, cut out the trilogy part of it. They cut out a bunch of stuff from like the front of it, like cutting out 5 and 6 and just leaving just 4 by itself with like a turd on the cover. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who did it. I just remember seeing it, and I was like, man, I kind of need... I would like to get RE4 on Switch physically. That'd be cool. And so I did. And that was a special item. One of my most revered items is just RE4 with like a shit stain on it, I guess. So this is actually one thing that you don't get access to in the co-op campaign, funny enough. And speaking of co-op campaigns, I'm not going to lie to you. I went the wrong way. That's not the lie. Or that's not the truth. That is the truth. That is true. I did go the wrong way. Army of Two sounds kind of fun to do co-op, whether it be, again, recording or not. But I'm having that same issue that I've had for I don't even know how long now, where I just kind of don't really feel like recording all that much at the moment. But this, I bought this one specifically to record it. So, to save my other file, even though I could just upload, it doesn't matter, who knows. Look, I have weird ways of thinking, okay? Yeah, like I said, in terms of co-op stuff, you start off in the main area with the mayor's daughter or whatever, or something like that, so... I don't know if that wastes an herb or not, I don't know. But hey, a free 2 herbs is not bad. I need to turn on subtitles because I can't hear anything. Bro almost looked like the merchant from 4 for like a split second. Fancy running into you here. Alright, time to kick some ass. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I ran out of bullets. And then I ran away. And then Optimus Prime came to save the day. Oh, I think I messed that up. I think it's fine. Okay, well, we got a good stab. Bro got a dent in his head like Tyler 1. Got that Tyler 1 dent. Playing too much League.
Can't let your guard down for a second.
Also, not gonna lie, I do think Leon looks really cool in this game. Oh, now I can continue with this? Okay, great. You could have, if you had a gun, you could have shot him. I mean, you were the first one to notice him. You probably could have blasted him a couple times. And like 3 bullets. Or just give me your gun. Yeah, you might want to take that back. You might want to take the knife back, Leon. You might need it. I mean, cool. We got some more ammo, but the knife, big guy. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're not picking that up today. No, I guess that's gone. You remember the knife from RE4 when it was really, really strong and really cool and powerful and all that fun stuff? And I guess you're just... Okay, I guess we're moving on then. Yeah, you can't run for a while. This is your current speed. I thought I was getting attacked. I felt my thing shake and I thought I was getting like killed right there. So I'm pretty sure we're in China, right? Like Hong Kong or something. I don't remember. Alrighty. Time to do some car hopping. Hey, look! It's RE2! That was a thing. One sec. Hang on, guys. Before we get too close, just... Oh, I want them on. But they are on. Change laser slide. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care for the UI menu. I think it looks personally kind of ugly. Just never really had a... Oh, okay. Well, hey, thanks for waiting. Oh, yeah, by the way, this game has a thing where it has, like, back attacks and stuff. It's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, Chief. Like, the combat's quite fun. And, again, especially after playing Mercenaries, it's like, goddamn, I have a lot of fun with this. But, however, there is a stamina bar that you have to be careful of. So, it's right underneath your health bar. The game has some really odd UI design choices, but when you kind of understand it, it does make sense. And you can kind of almost get away with doing the RE4 thing, where you just shoot a guy and then you kick him. Nice. Thanks for the group attack. Yeah, if you kick too often, or even do like a quick shot, which I'll have to explain that in a bit. If you do that stuff too often, your stamina will kind of lower down. Like, I have like 1 stamina point left. Oh, sorry, I thought there was going to be a quick time event. I kind of just have to expect that now. Now, another reason why this game is usually kind of not taken with the mindset of like it being good was, I think we were just in that Resident Evil action fatigue when this game came out. Because I don't remember which one came out first. 5 or 6. Which one came out first? Now, I'm talking specifically about like Raccoon City. I don't remember that came after this one or not. I have played Raccoon City. Never beat that one either. And every time I go back to try to play that game, I just don't care. I don't know. It's never hit that... Oh. I wasn't paying attention. That's why you gotta look, numbskull. What the fuck? What was that? He was hanging on by a wire. He was probably hanging on to Leon's shoestring. Good thing I'm wearing sandals. Let's hope this goes better than, no, I can't. I was gonna say, I could spoil something, but I'm not going to. I think it's still too early to spoil things for RE9, but I think it's already too late. I think you guys can just kind of guess by what I was talking about. Yeah, we probably should have thrown him off first. Because that guy is definitely a zomboid. Not my brightest decision. Bro took that first one like a champ. He's like, okay. That didn't hurt. Ah! I hate quick time events. Yet I like God of War. Explain that. But hey, that won't be... Spoiler alert. That won't be our first time dealing with trains trying to kill us. I'll probably end up actually getting hit by one, because I get killed by one every single time I play this. So... Oh, great. Now it's Uncharted 2. Or not. Now it's Uncharted 3. You know, the boat section with the glass. Yeah, that's... Sorry. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Might want to move now. I like how the game just gives you like a full quick time. They're like, just do it. Hit it, please. There's no way in hell you can mess this up. Alright. Well, let's just move and run for like 2 seconds and then get stuck in another cutscene probably. I'm a little bit surprised that this section doesn't let you play it split screen, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I went too far to the... Oh, okay. I guess we're going that way. So much for the exploration aspect of this, huh? Actually, funny enough, the way that I own RE6, weirdly enough, is actually through the Capcom Essentials collection, which I forget what the other game came with. I think it might have been DMC4. I mean, I've had DMC4 on PS3 like a long time ago, but it's funny how I actually have 2 copies of that because I have the Essentials collection. I have both of them, I think. I think there was only two. It's like Dead Rising and then something else. Mega Man 10? Digital Code? Like, one of them had 3 games on it. The other one, I think, had Resident Evil 6, and I want to say probably DMC 4, which would have been funny if they actually had both Dead Rising and Resident Evil 6 on the same thing. I think it was Dead Rising 2. I don't know. I'd have to check to make sure. I'm not going to do that right now, because we just want to play the game. Hang on. Let me change my comments if possible. Well, how do I... Well, yeah, but... Okay. Yeah, that's fine by me, I guess. I'm just going to do offline, so we don't have to accidentally sign in, or even possibly, God forbid, get attacked by some random zomboid. Because didn't this game have that thing where you can just sort of... You can attack another player in their campaign as a zombie? Which is a cool idea. There's another game that did that, too. I don't know dead offhand. I know Capcom had a thing with that in DMC 5, where you can see your buddies fighting alongside you. Speaking of DMC, this is just more so a thing for me. But I was talking about 3 of the hardest games that I wanted to beat, that for me they were going to be like the top tier of like, oh my god, that's going to be so hard to beat on hard. And it was God Hand on hard, Vanquish on God hard, and I couldn't think of what the third one was, but I knew there was a third one. I always forget what it is. And I was thinking about it today. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe DMC 3 on Dante Must Die mode. Because DMC 3 just seems like it'd be the one that would just completely erupt my anus from inside out. But then again, I mean, I don't know. I've never really tried Dante Must Die much. Because usually when I go back to play DMD, I'm like, oh, I want to go beat the first game. And then I go play the first one, and it's all annoying on that. So also, Leon's mouth is really wide. I mean, hey, you know, at least he can suck 2 cocks at once instead of just the one.
She's been with the Secret Service since last year. I can't tell you how good it is to hear you two are all right. Look, I hate to rush introductions, but I need a report on your situation.
Also, if anybody was looking forward to like me doing RE9, well, first of all, sorry. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I keep thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know. But hey, you know, look on the bright side. We might not be doing 9 right now, but we are doing the turned over game, which is 6 after all. So there's that. Also, speaking of Resident Evil, I wonder what they're gonna do for the next like trilogy of games. If I don't know why, but knowing Capcom, they're gonna completely ruin everything. Well, I mean, I have good faith that RE10 will be fine. I'm just saying that in terms of the pattern that we've had, I kind of want something. I don't know, but I don't know what you could do with it though. That's the thing though too. Is like, you know, we're most likely going to get a 10 at some point within the next 2 years. I just don't know if they're going to continue the same Neo trilogy idea or not. So what I mean to say is, in terms of mainline games, not counting Zero, which I think technically is a mainline because it's Zero, but either way, from, you know, the first 3 games, technically, they were classic horror survival, you know. I don't know why I said that in such a weird way. Survival horror, goddamn, I can't seem to figure out what these things are called anymore. I've been playing games for like 30 years and I still don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So, the first 3 were like the classic, you know, retro survival horror type. If you really wanted to be more specific, which, I mean, I guess that probably would be that, but, you know, tank controls, I guess. And then 4, 5, and 6 were action-based, where they took a lot of liberty with making them a lot more action-oriented. Damn, look at Leon's walk. God damn. Dan's got an ass. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking. I'm looking. I do actually like his design in 9. I really like him having his toned body through the clothes. It looks really cool and nice. Not gonna lie. And hey, Helena has also, she's also kind of packing a little bit down there too. But
I can't believe this is happening again. It's just
I'm just saying what I'm just saying what I'm seeing. That's all I'm saying. I'm just pointing out the obvious. I'm observing my surroundings as the Let's Player that I am. Because that's what we do. We point out all these things that are happening on screen and then scream about them.
What was that?
only one way to find out.
Anyway, so back to the topic at hand. And not asses. Asses in my hand, maybe, but no, for real though, like 4, 5, and 6 were action oriented, and then 7, 8, and 9, which I think was like a new director anyway. I mean, it went back to the survival horror trope, but I like to call them the first person games more so, because 8 is action oriented, and then 9 is also a bit like that, but it's kind of a combination of both. Which that's not spoiling anything because we've already seen the trailers. But yeah, it kind of goes between, the classic survival Resident Evil and the... Oh, I guess I can skip things now. Okay, cool. Great. Now I can. Yeah, I don't usually watch cutscenes anymore. I just kind of just skip them. Like, I'm here to play the game. And this is the mission where I'm pretty sure you can get to play co-op at the start. Yeah, I'll look into doing some RE2 stuff. Maybe even like Resistance 3 with my brother. That'd be kind of cool. Or Killzone 3. There's a lot of co-op things I thought about doing. So Spire 2, there you go. Yeah, so... I wonder what 10's going to be, but if I had to take a wild guess, I'm just going to say that most likely 10 will probably be close to 9 in terms of that. Like, I think from here on out, like, I'm okay with having a couple games that are, first person or third person choice. However, I don't know if sticking with having both options of, like, one character plays a certain way while the other one's more action, I don't know if that's going to work out. I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess at this point in time, it's okay to kind of go back to the action games for just even a little bit. Or at least lean into it just a tad. With Leon being the way he is. But, I don't know. We did have our action fatigue back in the day, so it's kind of nice just to enjoy what we have now, but... Either way, we got the best of both worlds, so I'll take it. And funny enough, I keep seeing a lot of RE9 hate online. And not just criticism, but just hate. Like, really weird hate. Look, if you don't like the game, I mean, there is plenty of criticism toward the game. There's people that are saying that it's, not a masterpiece or whatever, which is true. No game is inherently a masterpiece because nothing's perfect. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I keep seeing those videos, but they're just gonna pop up because, like, whenever you look up a game, YouTube likes to fuck you with all the negative stuff. Like, I like RE9, even though I've only beaten it twice, fully twice. I'm still working through my third playthrough and just kind of feeling the exhaustion from it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep going. Like, back then with 7 and 8, I could do that pretty easy, but now am I being dumb? I mean, I'm waiting on them to... Oh, okay. Of course. I have to let him get panicked and scared for me to continue on.
I will be once I find my daughter. I called her Silva.
Whoa.
Come on. I know she's here.
That was freaky. There's a bug over there. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. And edit in the first video. Like, what the hell, man? Well, it's getting warmer outside. And, well, you know, it's about that time when bugs just want to keep getting into my fucking place, and it pisses me off. You know, I keep sealing up my cracks, and you keep coming back. Why? Because they keep smelling the fucking syrup. Wow, somebody had a tantrum in here. Either that or it's just some sort of weird decorative art. I mean, yeah, we'll just pretend like it's that. Ugh, I felt that vibration. That tickled a little bit. Now I know there's thunder outside. I wonder if this game has the butt plug option. If I can do that. I know Ultra killed it, I think. Imagine Doom Eternal with the butt plug option. There you go. You know what I would do? I would find a game that has like an infinite Gatling or machine gun and just fucking hold down the trigger the entire time. Or maybe spray it and pray it, you know? I could do that. Lizzie McGuire. I hope he's telling the truth. Oh, there they are. There's your mom and Liam. Can you move? We've got things to do. Man, she looks really beat up here. And pale. Well, not really pale, but like in a sort of greenish yellow tint. I can't even tell. It's too damn dark in this damn place. I wish some lightning would strike right about now so I can see better. Almost. And a little bit bloody, too. What's up with that? Ah, she must have been the finger painter. That's what was going on. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Alright. Nothing looks very suspicious at all. Wood. Wood? And then look down. Wood. Come on, no matter how straight you are, you would let Leon hit. Be honest.
I'm glad you guys were here.
No straight man can resist the charm of Leon. Right? Am I wrong? Alright. I can't skip, which means you know what that means. It's a QuickTime event. And look! Is this an RE1 reference? Probably not. Shoot the bitch! Shoot the bitch! I can't do that. I can't shoot her. She's not really a zombie yet. Yeah, she is now. Nighty-night. I mean, to be fair, like, all jokes aside, this is super tragic, but... I mean, it's just a video game, right?
They don't hesitate.
Why did this have to happen?
I keep thinking that says FU. No, I think it says UI. No, it says IU. Yeah, UI as in the fucking UI in this game looks like shit. Alright, I would explain melee stuff, but... You kind of get the idea. It's a lot more, I guess... kind of, sort of, closer to RE5. Oh, well, you bitch. Tripped me up and shit. By the way, that can usually kind of double hit enemies, which is nice. Why is nobody dropping ammo? Yeah, get off B. I guess they did. Probably can't drop ammo yet. What if you do like a wide kick like that? There's a chance that they might. Okay. Well, thanks for the free kill, I guess. But yeah, by the way, those even those still count toward your stamina bar. I don't think running does, but using melee attacks and such do count against it. Of course, she's still alive. I'm glad that she double tapped because I wasn't going to. I didn't really care. Oh, and if you do heal up your health or whatever, you can get some free stamina back, which is nice. Oh, time to go. And there's also some Devil May Cry type shit. If you sprint and then you can aim and slide and do all this wacky, zany, crazy crap that people do. This is probably the most action Resident Evil game I think we've ever gotten. Even though like Raccoon City is basically the Gears of War Resident Evil games, I would still argue that this one's still definitely very much on par with like that. I guess we do keep a knife. I guess he had a second one along the road, huh? Maybe he used the guy's knife against him. I don't know. I wasn't really paying much attention.
Some sort of fog. This thing spread in gas form.
That's what I have right now, some brain fog. And it sucks. Is that ammo? No. Didn't think so.
Why is it so quiet?
I don't think there's shit for ammo right now anyway. To be quite fair. Yeah, and you can't even do the kicking door thing yet, which is really annoying.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Why do I get the feeling this game's just gonna pull like some type of humor thing again? Just do the Ninja Gaiden Yaiba thing where the zombies are just, silly. And they're just gonna get up and say like, "Lecture's over" or something, something stupid. I just half expect it. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I just always expect it to happen. Oh, come on. Was I supposed to get... Oh, yeah, by the way, you do regenerate health, but it only regenerates per bar. So, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the game's mechanics are not really that hard to figure out, thankfully. But they do exist. That guy, I think, is still alive, yeah. Oh, he's gone now. That's for sure. And he ain't coming back, either. Thankfully, in this game, there's no such things as Crimson Heads. Or at least they don't pop back up as Crimsons. I guess they shouldn't. Oh, he's just a guy that just fell over. Okay. Yeah, make me waste ammo. Thanks. Now you owe me.
I wonder if there are any survivors.
Well, there's one right here, but not anymore. I do find it funny tripping over zombies, though. What I don't find funny is I can't just check if they're dead, because I can't just do a melee strike to do it that way. But no, I gotta shoot him to find out. Oh yeah, I can run. Thanks. Wait, didn't we just come from here? I mean, we were in a room just like it. This wasn't exactly the same thing. I feel bad for the teacher that had all the paperwork. Lost it all now. Alright, time to move out. But I love back attacks, especially that. Just being able to do that, because it's just a quick melee attack. It's really nice. But yeah, like I said, you can shoot him in the head and go for a kind of like a free melee. Well, I wouldn't really say free, but you know what I mean. It sort of gets him in a position where you can kind of do like a melee strike that usually kills. Unfortunately, there's some characters in the Mercenaries mode that just... They don't seem like they're able to do that. Like, kill with, like, a singular melee execution move. It's really annoying. Oh yeah, and then also, zombies have weapons. They've had weapons, for a while, and it's just... I don't know. You can kind of use it against them, sort of. Like a flashy way. The game's a lot more flashy. As you know, tell. By the way, I don't know if the CPU has ammo or not. Like, if they have to worry about ammo or not. I would assume probably not, but it's like I can't just... I don't think I can hand over ammo to her whatsoever. Also, if you're curious, have I ever done 5 on this channel? Yes, I did it co-op. Although, I will admit that I was getting a little bit too peeved. Especially at the end with Wesker shit. I was getting too mad at my own incompetence. Just the game in general or whatever. Just not being a very happy camper sometimes. God damn it. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, you can get kind of knocked down and they can just shoot their asses from there. Oh yeah, here's the quick fire. You just hit both buttons at the same time. It does that. It does waste a stamina. And it does sometimes usually put them in like an execution move. So, there's that. Anything up here worthwhile, or is it just a place I can stand on? Okay. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Another kind of slightly annoying thing is having to use that sort of system where you have to put herbs into your quick inventory. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it takes just a little bit longer just to deal with, when I'd rather just have what I have now and just use it then when I click on it. Like, just let me combine things and then go from there. Man, I'm really taking my sweet-ass time with this. Speaking of sweet-ass. Alright, we can combine red and... Wait, where'd the green one go? If you combine red and green together in this game, you get 6 uses. That's pretty much what they are, essentially. You just kind of put them into little capsules and then Leon just eats them like a Tic Tac. Well, hey, at least his breath smells nice. I think we have to go do this first in order to continue on. Maybe. Yeah, I think these bleachers are here just to essentially give you a sort of advantage point. Maybe. Is that skill points I see? I'm seeing things. Is that... Okay, I saw the purple... I keep seeing things, man. I keep thinking that was like, you know, purple herb or something. It's some RE1 flashbacks. Oh, this part sucks. I do tend to die. Just in case, I'm gonna check. I didn't think so, but he'll probably come to life. Well, I got the chance. Yeah, once it's in your little quick inventory, I don't think you can combine it any longer. It's pretty much good to go. And just like any other zombie movie or zombie thing goes, these motherfuckers just love sound. So now we gotta deal with this. And if you are playing 2-player, it definitely makes this part a lot easier because you don't have to worry about shit. And just the simple fact that your partner character will probably actually help you and, you know, attack enemies that are grabbing you rather than just stand there and wait for them to do their thing. Which is rather irritating. I could have sworn that you can pop more herbs than you have. Like, you can go past your max health. Not that it would continue to, like, give you more health, but just... I always freak out thinking that if I pop more than I need, it's gonna waste one. You bitch! I did a lot of damage, though, too. Holy shit. Love that. Get that Last of Us kill. Yeah, which game came out? I think this game came out... Oh, God. 2014? Last of Us came out in 2013. But... Or maybe this one came out in 2012. I don't know. The point is that... You know... We had our zombie games for a good bit there. Didn't we? Sure did. That's something I've never done a Let's Play of, surprisingly enough, is Last of Us. Well, I guess it's not that surprising, it's The Last of Us. Not that Last of Us 1's a bad game by any means. Just, I don't know. I've played it quite a bit, and I'm kind of grown tired of it. I think this is just an automatic cutscene, too. Yeah, yeah, thought so. And then you can shoot these guys. These Wesker-looking assholes, and get rid of them. I did consider doing this chapter by chapter and just having all one thing. But I don't know. With how long it takes me to do a damn chapter, it might be... Would you fucking stop? Whoa. Sorry, that was just my stomach. Just not my stomach, my throat. Basically my stomach. That wasn't a burp, I promise. It was just some weird throat goat noise. Need help with this door, partner. Because apparently I can't do all that by myself. Classic RE5, RE6 zombie. Oh, by the way, I think this one gets a kill. No, it doesn't. I thought that did kill. Is that a thing up there like you can go up to? Or are those just books? Fuck, I don't know. Where's the other guy at? Because there's always one more. I mean, come on. Yeah, you didn't... I don't know why Leon freaked out there. I was going to go for a melee, but... Alright. That's a good melee kill, too. Because it can actually knock down other guys with it. It's really nice. You're going to have me double tapping every zombie I come across? Bullshit. I shot that motherfucker earlier. That one didn't come to life. But this one came to knife. Get it? Because there's a knife in his chest. Give me your stuff. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh. Got me coughing up a storm over here. Die, bitch. You know I wanted to say something worse. But it's YouTube. I'd be PG. Do I have any? I sure do. I have one. One exciting herb. Isn't that just fantastic? Well, I'm not going to bother with trying to do this the cool way. We're going to do it the classic way of just popping their heads off. I remember when I first played this game, I was like, oh my god, zombies take way too fucking long to kill. Only to then eventually one day learn that, oh yeah, melee's a thing. And then just use that for most of it. Unless it's dogs. Because God forbid, I fucking hate the dogs. I still do. Still hate the dogs in this game. I hate the dogs in any game, really. They've always been a pain in my ass. You know who can be a pain in my ass? Alright, I'm done. I'm done. Silent killer. Oh, this is kind of off topic. I don't know why I thought of this recently, but there's this guy I've been watching on YouTube because I finally found somebody to watch on YouTube. I've seen his stuff before, but never actually watched much of him. But Beck the Schizo is quite funny. He makes a lot of Phineas and Ferb, plus Charlie from Smiling Friends, and all sorts of characters. His recent video I was watching was like Naruto versus Phineas, and as soon as I heard Naruto talk, I'm like, what the I'm like, this motherfucker sounds like, sometimes he uses AI voices, but I was like, god damn, this Naruto sounds like Airsoft Fatty, only to then look in the description and see that it's Airsoft Fatty. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know what's more autistic, the fact that I know that, or the fact that I don't know. Either I know that's Airsoft Fatty or what, but point is that he did a really good job. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Airsoft Fatty could do a pretty good job at voice acting if he tried. I mean, he'll probably end up doing like his only, one singular voice if he became a voice actor, but I don't know, it's iconic enough, I guess, at this point. I can see it kind of working out. Yeah, props to him, I give credit where credit's due. I hate waiting for things to spawn just in case that I might actually end up getting an item out of it or something. Love the stomp, though. Here you go. Yeah, by the way, sometimes that usually hits more than one guy. If you're lucky enough. Hey. You trying to grab there, buddy? This is not for sale. Oh, you motherfucker. Little help here, partner. You know, maybe you could actually, I don't know, kick him. Oh no, she's too busy hopping with her fucking fence. She's being Boogie 298. She's sitting on the fence. It's a bad joke. Nah, it's Boogie. Who cares? What the? What the flying fuck was that? Oh, time to leave. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be fighting. Oops. Haha, silly me. Forgot about there being a car here. Ugh, where's those damn keys? Where's that damn fourth key? I know where they're at. Just open the fucking thing. Yeah, but apparently you have to do it all in order. Oh, it's not in the glove compartment. I wonder where they could be at. Well, let me fucking look and I'll tell you where they're at. I gotta use these controls because I'm not used to playing on Switch.
Clear behind us. Back up.
It's clear. There's like 3 dudes there. Come on, I know what to do. This gives me some... Every time I see like a scene where you have to drive a car, I'm always reminded of Black Ops 1, with that very beginning scene. That was such a cool ass scene back in the day. Honestly, Black Ops 1 had... I think it still had a pretty cool campaign. Parts of it I don't like, but that's, you know, in a game, really. Like a glove.
Leon, Helena,
Can you imagine when they're getting in the car and
But we need another way to the cathedral.
Helena just farts right in front of Leon's face? Wouldn't it be funny? Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if he just farts right in front of his face and he just takes a big whiff of it and gets like a big green face because of it? Wouldn't that be funny? I mean, come on, guys, wouldn't it be hilarious? I want to see somebody hilariously on DeviantArt make SFM of that right now. I want to see that. It would be funny. All right, well, I think I'm good on time. We're at a good stopping point. I mean, to be fair, we're in the train section. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, because honestly, I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this today. We'll see what happens when I play this game again, if my mood changes or not. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed, like I just said 5 seconds ago. And as always, take care, everybody.